Time for an update on the Starfire. The last time we made a video, we were working on the air conditioning and heater box, which we have finished that, and it's all in the car now. It's buried up underneath the dash there real tight, but we did get it all installed, and all the actuators and everything are hooked up to the vacuum lines. The duct work is in. We got the majority of the dash back in. We still have to do the dash pad because we gotta fix a crack on it, so we haven't put the pad in. And then obviously the glove box area here we got to put back on, but some of it's back in. And then the other big thing we did was the brakes are all done here. The front factory disc brakes, we actually found some calipers. They're actually slightly used, but they hadn't been on the car very long, and so we ended up being able to use them because finding these calipers, factory calipers, is very, very difficult to find. But everything else is there as far as the brake tubes are new, and I did have a good set of rotors also, so those are on. And then we ran all the new brake lines, which I'll show you that underneath the car. We did get, there's the box for the blower motor. I had a heck of a time getting the right blower motor that turned the right direction and had the vent in the vent tube in the right spot, clocked right. So I found one that was supposed to be for it, and the vent tube was on the other side, which you gotta have that vent or it won't blow air across the motor to keep it cooled off. So anyway, finally found that at Napa. They had the right one. And then we did get the engine put in the car. We've got the new motor mounts on it, the ones from v8monza.com, really nice motor mounts. So that got everything back up off the sway bar. So we got clearance under here now, and underneath the cross member, there's room underneath the pan now, and everything's spaced like it should be, and the tie rod in, when you turn full rack to rack, it doesn't hit the pan. So all that's happy again. We don't have everything on, obviously, the engine yet, but we got it in there just yesterday, and fits pretty nice and tight, but it's all in there. We did get all new lines, brake lines bent for it, with the proportioning valve there, and the new master cylinder, and the new booster. And then we've got the fuel line here, new fuel line, and then that goes all the way back to the gas tank. That's not in yet, but we've got that all done. So go ahead and raise it up. And then obviously the brakes on the other side, same situation. The next stuff is cleaning up the wire harness, which most of it's in really good shape. It was just the coverings that were on all of it. I took all of it. The tape was deteriorated and messed up, so just cleaning that up. It's gonna leave all the factory kind of connectors on it, but just need to clean it up, and we'll get it put back on. The vacuum canister, we'll get that cleaned up. There's the original caliper. That's how nasty they were, but I'm gonna hang on to them. Never know, might need them for something. But that's the vacuum canister and all the wire harness mess that we're gonna be cleaning up here next. Underneath the car looks pretty nice. We got the engine and the transmission, the turbo 350s in it. All the mounts, the transmission cross member, we got that all painted up and coated, industrial coated. So we've got our new lines here. We just bought rolls of tube and bent up our own tubing and flared our own ends and everything, and got all the piece parts for that. So we got all new line all the way to the back, all the way up underneath here. So we've got our two fuel lines, our supply and our return. The return goes back on the right hand side of the car, and then the supply is on the left. And then also the supply fuel line runs with the brake line that goes to the back here. So all that new. We've got new wheel cylinders on it, both sides. The brakes are all new. We've got the, obviously from previous videos, the rear end, the posi rear end in it. That's all rebuilt. So we're ready to put the gas tank. It's kind of going to be one of the next things. Now that we've got the engine in it, we got to start putting all the little piece parts on to get the engine running. Obviously, we did get the torque arm put in it. Just did that a little bit ago. So that's in there. The drive shaft, we put new U-joints in it today. One of them's a little tight, so I gotta figure out what's going on there. But we'll have the drive shaft sorted out here soon and put that in, and then that'll all be done. And then yeah, we'll start fitting. We got a radiator for it. It's gonna be a super tight fit with the V8 with the fan. So that's probably gonna be my next chore, is putting the fan on it and seeing what we need to do with the fan, with the radiator. It's gonna be a tight fit, but I've watched some videos and some guys have some stuff online about how they've done that. So hopefully it'll all fit. So that'll be next. So that's where we're at on the Starfire as of right now.